Since Karen's birthday is coming up February 26th, I thought it would be a good thing because there's so much going on. And I know that she's feeling it. She's feeling the energy. And we just came off of a proper full moon yesterday. Today is February 13th of 2025. And today we're going to be checking in on Karen and asking how Karen Reed is doing. If there's anything we need to know, what we should look out for, and where we are in this investigation. So we're going to start out easy, my darlings. And definitely, I think we're going to come up with some answers for her. So, Karen, if you're watching, we love you. And this is for you because just like you, we definitely are. Now, as we go forward, if you'll do me a favor and please subscribe and like this, I think we're going to see some things going on with Karen and maybe how she's feeling. And we're going to ask, is there anything that she needs to be aware of, concerned of, maybe even avoid? What we feel is in her favor, what we have going for her. Yeah, so we're going to need more than these 3 decks, but I don't have room. But what we're going to do is start out with the old boy. Now, this deck is close to retirement. I don't know, but the reason I pulled him out is because, wow, he really hits the nail on the head. Then we have this new Lenormand deck that I'm just trying to break in a little bit. It's a cross between a Cartomancy and an Oracle and a Tarot. And we have another Lenormand deck, the Thelema Lenormand deck, which we read in pairs. We're going to lay a foundation for Karen. This is her significator card. She is the moon card being Pisces. She's a February Pisces, so her gut instincts are usually spot on. And it doesn't surprise me that she was very successful in the financial field because her father was as well. So she has still goals, aspirations. She's setting precedents. She's a historical figure now. I mean, she's in the history books, especially in Massachusetts. 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now, many of you are going to be able to look back and say, oh man, I remember those Karen Reed days. And we certainly will. So right now, we're going to put this to the side, and if we see this in the reading, and you know what? I got some outside noise going on. I'll be right back. Hey, my darlings, now you know why I read in the late hours of the evening and early morn, because, well, the microwaves and the sounds of the day and all the frequencies are usually asleep, and we get uninterrupted readings. But here we go. We're going to put this to the side, and if we see this card or a reference to it, we're going to know that we want a deep down dive into whatever subject it is around. If we don't see it, we still know that she's represented in this reading. So we're going to start off, we're going to put this to the side. We're going to start off by making some space, and we're going to get this Thelema Lenormand deck. I know many of you have seen this, and many of you who have had a reading with me have also seen it as well. And we're just going to ask spirits, guides, angels, if you can just give us some guidance and direction for Karen. And I've got noise outside. We're going to keep going, okay? So here we go, my darlings. And here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pick a card like this. We're going to pick this one. Yep, doesn't surprise me. And this one. Oh boy, I love it. Okay, these go to the side just for a moment. Just for a moment, just for a minute. Obviously, this particular case is nibbling at her, nibbling away from her, because when you don't do nefarious things yourself, it's hard to fathom, it's hard to believe that someone else that you know, that maybe you're in the same circle with can do such a thing. This is why in her interview she said, I didn't think about it until for a few days I thought this probably had happened. And I'm sure after looking on John's phone, there were some highlights that made her feel this as well. Remember, she's this Piscean who has really great gut instinct. The 7 of Clubs is there because this may be with her for a lifelong journey, and she's going to handle it. This should not be looked at as her lot in life. She is a hero. She's a champion, a heroine, actually. So we're going to put this down, and the one great thing about this is she's keeping her spirits up. She's got divine guidance and protection. And I know that John has definitely put a good word in for her. Definitely. He knows that this isn't the truth. He knows what happened. I mean, obviously. 6 of Clubs tells us that this is this is ongoing, deep faith, a spiritual walk for her. I know it seems weird, but you can actually become closer to your spiritual beliefs. God is looking out after her. So we're going to put this to the side. And now we're going to start. Now, I don't have the Mythic Tarot out today because I'm not looking into the case per se like that. I want this for be solely for Karen. So we've got the old boys here, and we're just going to see what happens. I've got a funny story about this deck. I'll tell it one day. Now's not the time. Here we are. Yes, my darling Karen. Absolutely. Okay, wonderful. We're going to pick one more. Maybe 2 more. Oh. Maybe 2 more. I'll tell you about that one when I get to it. Yes. Here we are. Now, this goes to the side. We're going to take these down because they are quite large, and I want you to be able to see everything. This certainly doesn't surprise me, and for those readers that are out there, it shouldn't surprise you at either. This is someone who is protecting their energy. And what better way to do it than when you're blindsided or blindfolded and you can just feel that frequency, that energy coming down on you. Again, she trusts her gut instinct. And you see that little white dot above the blindfold. That is her third eye opening. Things are going to be revealed to her. But she's also not gullible. I think in the past, she wasn't gullible, but she did not pay attention to the signs and the red flags because she wanted to belong because of John. The water is behind her because water is life. And this is energy for her because she's a water sign. The swords are also communication. They're an air sign. And the swords cut both ways. They're double-edged swords. They can cut down or they can cleanse as well. Ironically, we have the moon, and she is this moon. And it's funny, I don't know if you hear it, but as soon as I pulled this card out, I heard a dog barking. So yeah, we got confirmation there. She's going to continue to do this, without a doubt, and she should. The one great thing about Karen is you see, I believe after all of these motions and so forth come out and people really start opening their eyes, the truth is really, really going to be seen. This is the Queen of Pentacles, which represents her. She was in the financial field and excellent at it. But this also tells us, you see how she's looking at that pentacle on her lap? She's not looking at that because she's proud. She's looking at that because she has accomplished quite a lot in her life. The other thing is, though, this is a card of financial healing. Every time there seems like there was something down, I mean, she's close to raising $700,000 now lately. Close to it. Not quite yet, I don't think. But she's going to get there. There's a financial healing coming for her, and there's more to come. Definitely more to come. Now, this card. When I tell you, you won't be surprised. This is the Temperance card. It's also the significator card for Sagittarius. And John was a Sagittarius, so he is definitely represented in this reading. You see, there are some red wings there that is compassion, power, and love. It's really cool, I'm going to say it that way, that a lot of Sagittarians are drawn toward law enforcement. And I think this is something that he wanted to be for a long time. But for Karen, the message is here for her to remain balanced. Make sure she weighs everything out the way she should. There's going to be in a moment where there's going to be an aha moment, an enlightenment. It's coming. It's not quite here, but it's right around the corner. She's getting very good at juggling things, and being the water sign, it certainly doesn't surprise me. If you are ever wanting to manifest, this card and the Magician card are, in my opinion, the best ones in the deck to keep balanced and to manifest what it is that you're seeking to manifest. And for right now, Karen, she's manifesting the truth to be coming out. It's not about money. It's not about anything else. It is about she's fighting for her freedom, and she's going to have the truth. And the truth will be revealed. This breastplate, the triangle on this angel's frock, is telling us that there needs to be balance between the spiritual, the physical, and the emotional. This has been a road, a journey, but she still has a little bit to go yet. And you see back here, most people think that's the sun shining above the mountains. No, my darlings, that is the crown. It's the crowning glory. It is reaching your goal, and it's not negative. The path really isn't as straight as it could be. It's quite narrow. It is going to be windy a little bit, but it's in the mountains. And she's got a little bit to go yet. But this is John showing up in the reading, and how absolutely cool is that? I think very much so. There is a celebration and a victory coming for Karen, without a doubt, without a doubt. And I want to back up a little bit, because I like to say that this is a card in which you celebrate harvest in some respect. I want to back up to this past fall of 2024, because I believe that a lot of the information that has come out and will come out for Karen's defense and evidence started happening past fall, after July. So I'm going to say the last 6 months of 2024, and that evidence, bringing it into 2025, will be this celebration. And it will be a high celebration. It will be something definitely to chalk up as a win. Most definitely, without a doubt. Now, I'm going to lay out a couple of these beautiful Lenormand decks. Decks and cards. This is a bear. 10 of clubs. We got a lot of 10 of clubs yesterday. And there is the mountain. You see, there's a moon, so we keep getting this moon reference for Karen. She's showing up in every part of the journey. There's water there, there's a mountain. That's the 8 of hearts, and it doesn't surprise me either. This bear You know, in the financial world, you hear some of these. It was a very famous financial firm saying that they're bullish on America. Well, being bear means you're lacking a little bit. You're lacking. However, I'm tying this in financially because this 10 of clubs is a lump sum of money card. Lump sums. And it will continue until this is complete and over. And it will continue until Karen can turn the tide on these bad actors. Everyone yesterday was put on notice. They're put on notice that the defense ain't playing. And I'm here for it. I know you are. And Karen, she basically said, let's go. Let's be the Barracudas. Let's go. Let's be the badger. And I'm going to tell you something. Even a lion won't fight a badger. Look it up. Look up how a badger fights, and then you'll know. But look at him. He's kind of tired on that rock. Even though he's steady and stable, and he represents a force to be reckoned with, he's a little worn out, he's a little tired, but it's indicative that there is a healing coming financially for her because of this card. Now, I like this card because it tells of her strength. The 8 of Hearts is a card in which she is very suspicious. Has been for a very, very long time. And now people are really, really starting to believe her. People believed her to begin with. But I'm seeing that a lot of attorneys this week, and since they've been seeing the CW in action in court, they're tapping their pencils and they're raising an eyebrow and saying, what? And now, Lolly, some things are going to be happening, my darlings, and this is going to go above Judge Bev's head. Don't be worried about her. But I'm also going to go out on a limb and say this. It is getting to the point where she has to recognize there is a problem with the CW. A problem. The mountain here tells us, just like we have in this card, you see, got a lot of references of mountains here. So she's got a ways to go, a pathway to climb, to navigate, to sail through. There's mountains in the background there with water. This is telling us, my darlings, that Karen, in order to navigate this mountain, she doesn't have to go over it. She can go around it. She can go through it. She can go under it. But she'll accomplish that goal. Why? Because look, she's represented right there in the sky, right there. And that is a spiritual representation. No doubt. Let's get a couple of these Piotnik decks. A thief. Absolutely. Absolutely. They have stolen so much in the name of going out. Because, see, this all comes back to that one night, the blizzard party at the Waterfall and C.F. McCartney's. I think that's the name. Pardon me if I did get that wrong. But you know, the two bars they went to. They were having a good time. She was having a good time. She was, even though she had a hot water heater, I think, that was on the blink, and she was waiting for a repairman, and, you know, she and John were, it was a little tense. She was so happy to get out and see him. You could see on her face. And you know what, my darlings? That is a Pisces through and through. It doesn't matter. Piscean, and especially Piscean women are so forgiving because they just want everything to be okay. But when they get hurt, they get hurt. And you heard that from her. And she doesn't deny it. We've all been there. Hello. If we all got arrested for calling and telling someone off, well, the jails would be full, and I'd probably be there. All right, so Gypsy Witch card. No Gypsy, no Witch. But we have the full moon. We're in the effects of the moon. And look, I picked these because she is the moon card. And we do have a lot of little furry ones. Here we are. Look at that, my darlings. That is the house. And what do we have there? There is the Six of Hearts, which is also a card that tells of the pain of the past and being suspicious, an extra joker. Now, I'll explain that in a minute. But being suspicious, but what does this mean? It means sacrifices. Sacrifices. It means that there is an unpleasant future for the other person that is causing. So if I'm reading this for you or for Karen or for anyone else, if this came up, I would be, oh, and there went my lamp. I think John's energy is definitely here. Let me fix this. And there's no reason why it should go like that because there's nothing around. But if I were reading this, it is a card that tells, hey, you may have an enemy coming to your house. And that's pretty much the way it is. And we know that they've already secured their place as far as, they're by their actions, you can see them. And there is another timing card, my darlings. Now, I'll explain this in a minute. But this other timing card means that this has been a very unfortunate road that she's on and a lot of evil consequences. But if you continue down this pathway that you're currently going on, which she is, she's going to avert a lot of the problems. I know a lot of you may disagree with me, and it's okay. And you can tell me it's okay because I value you and your opinion. But I have to say that Supreme Court decision didn't throw me that much. And I'm also going to say she may have averted more problems from that going forward. Think about that. If they would have allowed that ruling, would we have heard all this other evidence coming out? Maybe someday. But she pretty much put everybody on notice. Now, this extra joker, it's the same thing in the Cartomancy deck, because as you can see, this is part Cartomancy and part Oracle Lenormand. It means that there is something really bad that is about to come out. I think I know what it is. We can't go without the Kipper. I think I know what it's about. I'm going to ask if we can get clarity there. Oh, well, look at there. Hello. That's Alan Jackson. This is what they want to do to Karen. This is what they're not going to do to Karen. Obviously, we know that John was in the house because Allie McCabe said, well, when Colin wasn't there when John was in the house. Do you remember that? And judication. Or adjudication, pardon me. This is definitely telling where she is right now, in the middle of this court. But I'm going to tell you what I think that this really, really bad come out. I noticed in one of the motions that they talked about, they wanted all of the evidence of emails, contact, texts, etc., for this Brockmore case. John knew what was going on there. But look at all the people. I mean, there's Tully, Guarino, Fanning, Buchanan, this one, that one, the other. I can't even name them all. Proctor. there's going to be some ugly truth come out. And even if Judge Bev does not allow that, you're going to still see some ugly truth come out. That's how it works. That's how it works. Here we are. It's time to look closer. We keep getting that, and look. We have a joker and a joker. Another confirmation. Unexpected news. And I do believe that is positive based on this layout. And it's all about timing. And look here. We have another 6 of hearts. That's suspicious. So all of this suspicious evidence will be coming out. It's all about timing because we know this is where everybody wants her to be. Why? Because they think that'll shut her up. If she went to prison, that's not going to happen. Don't get upset. I'm not saying that she is. But in their mindset, if she did go, that shuts her up forever, and they walk. They think. But the feds feel that this is an injustice. This is why they handed over this evidence to both sides of the fence before her trials even began. This should not have gone this far. It's a fight for her life, literally. It's a fight for everything that she's ever known. Will she recover? Absolutely, and then some. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So what do we have here for Karen? She's well aware of what is coming down the pike. I do not see anything that she needs to be concerned about because her legal team keeps thwarting. Oh boy, see, there goes the lamp again. Thank you. I think John's energy is here. Well, I know it is because we have John here. And we have the house. And we have the house. So she knows. She knows what she's up against. But her legal team keeps thwarting this because every snarky thing that the CW comes out with, boom, and I say we because we are vested in this. You know that we are, because we've got Karen's back with prayer and meditation, supplication, and even finances. She will win. She will walk through this. But, it's that 23rd Psalm. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Now, here's the thing about that psalm that I really like. She may not be running through, but she's not camping out either. She's steady. And what did we see in the reading yesterday? Steady as we go. Steady as we go. And remember what I said about inheriting the wind. These people are bringing down some big hurt on them. Now, I'm not going to be a one because I'm not one that sits around and says, well, I hope so. Hopefully, because you know what, my darlings, hopefully and hope so doesn't butter the potatoes. We need to be a little bit more confident as we can be, because believe me, she's got this divine, seriously, she's got some divine action on her end. So this is Karen's reading. It's pretty much here telling us maybe what we already know, but it's what she's feeling. And we do have we have court dates coming up next week. But I'm also going to say, my darling, watch for March. Because March is going to be something. It's going to be really something. We know the truth. Karen knows. So Karen, if you're seeing this, bless you, my darling. Keep going on. Keep consistent. Keep fighting, because we got your back. And Awareness is what's coming. Be prepared, because this is morning. There'll probably be some motions coming out later today. That's okay. We're here for it. In the meantime, my darling, don't forget, subscribe and like. If you want a reading with me, I've got links in the bio. And I sure do appreciate you being here and watching and supporting this channel. Don't worry about Bev. Bev will be taken care of in her own way. Don't worry about Bev. She can be whatever she wants to do. This is bringing heat. This is bringing heat from a much higher leveled source. Maybe we'll talk about that sometime. Y'all take care, and I'll see you again. I'm sure you'll see me again very soon. Happy Thursday, everyone. You take care. And Karen, we love you. You hang in there, okay? It's going to work out. John's going to get the justice he deserves. And you, my darling, are going to be free. From one Pisces to another, we love you. Bye for now.